Hello and welcome to today's VISAA quarterfinal between the visiting Norfolk Bulldogs and your St. Christopher Saints. I'm Wes Featherstone. On the call here was Sammy Heineke. The last time these two teams played was a 0-0 tie here at St. Christopher's. We're on Knowles Field now, not playing on Jacobs Field due to the wet and rainy conditions. Sammy, what do you want to see from the Saints today that can help them get a win this time?
You know, the Saints team, the only loss or tie of the season came against this Bulldogs team, but they've really shown that when they keep possession early, show that they have control of the game, that they can carry with that throughout the entire 90 minutes and eventually lead to a win.
Definitely one I want to see too. I mean, it seems every time the Saints play, they always come out early, show that they are going to be dominant this entire game. Don't let the opposing offense get a whole lot of chances, and it's worked so far this year. So the Saints will start with this one. That's Bridger Thurston. Intercepted, but goes right back to John Flood. John Flood, a captain.
Yeah, and this Saints team consists of a lot of seniors, especially on the starting lineup. Should really prove useful in this state tournament, as many of them have already played. Two of them been going to two straight state championships, coming out on top 2 years ago and coming just short 2-1 against Cape Henry Collegiate last year. But this team has experience, so they know what they're doing. They're not overwhelmed by this stage, so this should be an exciting game, definitely.
So Bridger Thurston is down around midfield. I saw him collide with a Norfolk defender there.
Hopefully he can get up. That would be a huge blow for the Saints team. Thurston, another captain, really has been a great player for the Saints team, especially considering the Saints' previous game against Collegiate. Bridger Thurston scored 2 goals, had a bunch of hustle plays, really showed that he was the hardest working player on that field on that day, and if he can bring that magic back to this game, then Saints have a good shot to win.
That's why you're in that captainship this year. So Bridger Thurston now walking off the field with Robin Eldridge. In will come Ben Cooper. Ben Cooper, another senior. Norfolk will kick off here.
Yeah, Aiden Dowd with the free kick. Going to have a free shot over near the penalty box, so we'll see what he can do here.
It's headed by Flood. Picked up by Smythe. It's Alex Johnson on the defense there. He's going to take this one away. Downfield for good, but taken away.
Experience against each other, so they know what, at least on the surface, what.
Out of bounds. Still be Saints ball. Guido Hagan will throw it in. Finds Broussard.
Good touch by Broussard to get it over to Levingood.
Levingood pass outside for Cooper.
Gonna look for a cross here.
Headed by Broussard. That's a goal.
And with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds played, the Saints already have a goal. Gerard Broussard there with a nice header in to take an early lead for the Saints team. Saints were unable to score in their previous matchup against the Bulldogs, and now they already have one on the board.
Beautiful assist by Ben Cooper, too.
Really impressive for the Saints squad. Came out here to play and win this game.
Right, Saints already shown they're not going to let the last game these two teams played affect each other. That one's booted by Alec Davis. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson gets past his man. Almost loses it there. Back to Flood. It's Colin Reese, another senior captain. Passes to O'Hagan. To McCormick.
The Saints really aren't afraid to pass the ball backwards, not always trying to get the ball towards the goal and score, but they just want to get their passing game going, make sure they get the right pass rather than put it somewhere where it could be dangerous and taken away.
So the Saints in yet another state tournament, they've always had some trouble in the quarterfinals, but usually find a pretty easy path to the finals with just how talented they've always been. If you remember a few years ago, Alexander Levengood's game winner from midfield at home. So I'm sure Levengood's looking to impress again this year.
Some aggressive play early between this Saints and Bulldogs team. Number 8, Michael Wakeman and Ben Cooper on throwing the ball to Ben Cooper's chest. Not really sure what was going on there. And no flag called, and the play will go on.
That one's booted. Alec Davis. Actually, Colin Reese will kick it out of bounds. And Norfolk will be ready to throw this one in.
Norfolk going to try to throw this one into the box.
It's Kevin Smedley. Alec Davis, a really aggressive player. If you remember that collegiate game, just going after some collegiate players.
And it's really useful to have a player like that on your team, especially on defense. Not afraid, not going to back down to the opportunity. But Levengood going to kick the ball over to Collier over here.
That was a nice kick.
It was just a little bit over the head of Collier, but Collier's able to save it, get it over to Ben Cooper.
This one's going to go out of bounds at the Saints sideline.
Guido Hagen will take the throw in.
There's that one in meant for Broussard, but picked off by Norfolk. Broussard saves it from rolling out of bounds.
Good hesitation play there by Broussard to distract the Norfolk defenders.
Guido Hagen meant for Levengood. Colin Reese has it now.
Colin Reese getting John Flood getting double teamed there, but able to get the ball away to the goalie, Carter Schmidt.
We're seeing Carter Schmidt, the soft. Davis gets tripped up looking for a penalty is James Coleman, the sophomore.
Flood with the ball here. Gets it over to Broussard, who taps it to Cooper. Corner here, and it'll be taken up by the goalie.
So that's John Flood with it. Flood, that one for Cooper.
Right on the money, but Cooper unable to get the ball down, and it'll roll out of bounds.
Norfolk will throw this one in.
A whistle blown there. Looks like it'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Ben Cooper called with the penalty right there. Kick will be right at midfield. See if get it into the box.
Nice boot, but it'll roll into the hands of Carter Schmidt.
Davis was looking for a penalty called there. Seems pretty agitated by the no call. Oh, correction, there was a call. Davis got what he wanted when he was crying for it.
It's McCormick with it.
Yeah, McCormick was the player who stepped in for Thurston after he got hurt, but Thurston out on the sidelines now, looks to be subbing in the next available chance. Good to hear. Good to see that.
Collier, boot to Levengood. Levengood trying to get some leverage. Levengood, that one will go way up in the air.
Looks to be a corner kick for the Saints. Ben Cooper going to take it. Watch out for Levengood on these crosses. Really good with his head. Can really knock the balls in with headers.
Cooper Flood got to it. That's Broussard again with the goal. Gerard Broussard with 2 goals early on. Only the 13th minute.
Exceptional play by the Saints there. Cooper crosses it over to John Flood, who tips it right into the feet of Broussard, who just all he has to do is knock it in. Saints up 2-0 with just under 14 minutes played here today.
So a bunch of players subbing in for the Saints. It's Nick Washington, Curtis Hale, and Bridger Thurston.
And you can tell that the Saints were not satisfied with tying this Bulldogs team. Really came out here trying to show that they were the better team, that they deserved to win.
Eli Bemis also in for the Saints. That's O'Hagan with the header. Norfolk throws this one in. Steingold with it. Looks like Flood trying to take it away. It's going to go out of bounds.
Good awareness by Flood. Reese will take it. Gets it upfield for Broussard.
Nice defense by Nick Washington getting the ball out of the way. Flood gets that one too, but still picked up by Norfolk. Great defensive possession by the Saints. Just not letting Norfolk get the ball anywhere.
And the Saints already up 2-0, but still plenty of time left here to play in today's game, so anything could happen. This Bulldogs team just can't lose their path and have to keep doing what they've done best all season, and the reason that they've got to this quarterfinals.
All right, Bulldogs beat St. Stephen's St. Agnes, I believe 3-1. The game before this, speaking to some of the Saints players, Levengood, Nicholson, and O'Connor, I know they were all excited to play Norfolk again. Wanted to show them what they're made of, especially after that 0-0 tie. They just said that they couldn't finish in that game, and they'll be ready for this one, and so far it seems like they are. So Washington will kick this one back for Schmidt. Schmidt boots it to midfield. Collier, nice kick by him. Flood will kick this one up for Bemis. Bemis cross. Doesn't get anywhere.
O'Hagan will have a chance here.
Ooh, O'Hagan. Meant for somebody. Curtis Hale kicks it. No, 11 good couldn't finish.
Yeah, if Levengood was able to touch that, he would have had an open goal. Easy shot there, but rolls just by him. Good attacking by the Saints, though.
Thurston kicks it in for 11 good. Kicked out. And taken away. But Saints get it back. Good job by Nick Washington to get it. Refs are going to blow the whistle.
Bridget Thurston will pass it over to Colin Reese off of the kick.
John Flood kicks it for Bemis. They're taken away.
Davis with the throw in here.
Crosser meant for Hales, taken away by Norfolk. Nice kick by Collier, getting back downfield, but taken away again.
Good pass to Curtis Hale by Flood.
No.
Bounced a little bit weird. Looked like Levengood didn't have time to get his foot on it correctly. Roll just to right of the goal.
2 opportunities Levengood's had. Just couldn't finish on.
Bulldogs goal kick here.
It's Broussard.
Still
Shot.
hasn't lost the ball.
Kicks inside. Now it's going to go over.
Tried to get it in that top right corner for his hat trick with only 20 minutes played, but gets it just over. Unfortunate there.
So Norfolk's kick is headed out of bounds by Hale.
B Bulldogs ball. Shepard with the throw in. Gonna wipe the ball off a bit. Good steal by John Flood.
Curtis Hale trying to get to it now, taken away.
Ball will go out of bounds. Saints ball. Levengood will check out now, subbed in by Noah Nicholson. Nicholson, a senior on this Saints team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but still has yet to score a goal on the season.
You are wrong.
I am wrong.
He scored, I believe, 3 or 4 on the season.
3 and 4, really?
Yes. He had 2 in the it was senior day. Two goals against Woodbury on senior day. So that one's taken away by Thurston, headed by Flood.
Great header there by Flood.
Oh, Broussard trying to get it but tripped up.
Easy penalty call there by the refs. Now the Saints will get a free kick. About 20 yards outside of the box. Still an easy chance to get a good cross in. Looks like Bemis will take it. Correction, Bridger Thurston and Alec Davis. Thurston with the cross in. Noah Nicholson just misses the header, but Saints will keep the ball. Hale taps it just a little too hard, and the goalie will pick it up for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs with a chance here. Get a shot off and right into Schmidt's hands. Good save there. Schmidt will punt it off.
Bouchard gets pushed.
Bouchard getting shoved around today. This Bulldog seems a little angry with the fact that he already has scored 2 goals today. But Bouchard will shake it off, try to get another one. Thurston will kick it over to Alec Davis. Alec Davis will try to get it over to John Flood, who will kick it out. And it kicked out of bounds by Smedley. Both teams making subs now. Levengood checking back in, along with Johnson, O'Hagan, and Cooper. Some confusion there, but Alec Davis will take the throw in. Good throw. Ben Cooper with the chance here. Over to Noah Nicholson. And Alex Johnson passes it over to Alexander Levengood, who heads it in. Saints' 3rd goal of the day with only 25 minutes played.
Who else but Alexander Levengood?
Yeah, you're right. That was some great resilience by the Saints. Had a couple shots, but still never gave up. Stayed with it, and Alex Johnson with a perfect pass right into the head of Levengood.
If you haven't heard of Alexander Levengood, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this kid's been an All-American since sophomore year. Set a school record for goals his sophomore year, then broke his own record by scoring 40 the next year. I mean, he's just an insanely talented player.
Yeah, definitely. Levengood committed to William & Mary for soccer. Gonna try to prove to be the same type of player he is here on the Tribe. Should be fun to watch starting next year. Bulldogs with a chance now. Gonna be a throw in for the Saints. O'Hagan now. Michael Wakeman kicking it to no particular Norfolk player. Seems a little bit agitated by where the ball went, but Saints will have a throw in.
Davis will throw in now for the Saints. Looking for Thurston. Just a bit over his head. So Norfolk hasn't gotten a whole lot of chances. Only one shot on goal, I believe, since defense coming to play today. It's taken by Collier. Collier to Nicholson. It's going to go out, though.
Penalty called against the Saints here. Be a free kick for the Bulldogs.
I'm good with the chance.
Alex Johnson.
Johnson wide open with some room ahead of him. Pass to Levengood. Levengood pass back to Collier. Back to Levengood. Going to go out.
Doesn't roll out of bounds just yet, but some really impressive play by the Saints. Going with the Bulldogs defense. Ooh, great spin move by Alex Johnson. But it'll be kicked out of bounds. Some aggression there by number 10, Austin Cizino. Corner kick here. Ben Cooper will take it. And correction, they call it a goal kick. Bouchard will check in for Collier.
Bouchard takes this one away. Bouchard looking for Nicholson, taken away by Norfolk. James Hood on the defense there. Ooh, Washington trying to get that one. It's back to Colin Reese.
Saints not afraid to just keep passing the ball around to their defenders. Already up 3-0 with just over 30 minutes left to play.
So Thurston with some room. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson. No.
Davis will take the throw in.
That one for Flood. Headed to Levengood. Levengood with the shot. Another goal.
Got the goalie moving towards the right side, curved it right back to the left. Levengood with the second of the day. Him and Bouchard now have 2 each. Saints go up 4-0 with just over 30 minutes played.
They were saving their best for the playoff.
Definitely. Outcome looks already determined, but you can never say never. This Norfolk team could always come back and get a couple goals before half, but Saints team really looking strong, really looking like the championship favorites as of now.
All right, Saints are the 1 seed in the VISAA state tournament.
Proving why they were given that spot.
Last year they were a 5 seed, I believe. They weren't happy with that, but they still went to the state championship, ultimately falling, though. Beating Cape Henry this year. That's Davis as he passes back to Reese. To O'Hagan.
Reese going to take his time. Oh, Nicholson will try to get over to Levengood, who will shoot it, and just to the right. Good play there by the Saints, but came up just short. Corner kick here for Bemis and the Saints. O'Hagan showing himself available. Gonna cross it up. Nothing comes of it. Bulldogs ball now. And a lot of bubbles flying around from this Saints student section. Really seem excited by the score. Silva coming into the press box. Ooh. Just popped a bubble. No big deal.
Saw that. That was a nice.
It was.
Norfolk making a substitution here. Smedley comes on and Colfus comes off. Norfolk just can't get anything going on the offensive side. Saints defense is playing too well. That one's headed in hands almost by Hale.
Yeah, it really seems like whenever the Bulldogs too many players to pass to, and it's always been taken away by these Saints defenders. Alec Davis here out of bounds, looks like.
This one's going to be thrown in. That's Reese. Kick to midfield for Nicholson. Nothing going to happen there. A little bit of collision between Broussard and Steingold there.
Reese with the backup.
Almost got it to Nicholson, but that one's going to go out now.
A little bit less than 10 minutes left to play in the half.
Cormac pass to Broussard. Broussard upfield for Hale. Nice little pass. Hale gets past his man.
Ooh. Slipped a little bit on that cross there, but Saints will keep possession.
Love a good still hold of the ball, but that one's thrown away now. Flood trying to get to it. Blow the whistle on that. Nice catch by Curtis Hale.
Should be playing wide receiver rather than soccer.
Perhaps. Saints football also playing in the VISAA state tournament. They're the 3 seed, going to travel up to Benedictine.
Gonna boot it up. Good interception by Schmidt. Not letting anybody else touch it besides himself. It's his box. Ooh, and a lazy pass there by Schmidt will be taken away by the Bulldogs. Good defense by O'Hagan, though. Knocking the ball out of Smedley's. Shepard with the throw in now. Solid header by Flood, getting the ball out of the box. Good ball over to Curtis Hale. Slow it down a bit. Good pass over to Nicholson.
Nicholson trying to keep possession, and he does. Gonna pass this one back to McCormick. McCormick got tripped up while passing that. Taken away. And taken away again by the Saints. But Norfolk has it now. Headed by Davis.
Davis will get it up to Broussard, who heads it over to Levengood. Saints with a chance here. Up to Hale. Hale calling out to Nicholson. Nicholson with a shot and just a little too short.
Ooh, dangerous. Davis missed it, but it's going to go out of bounds anyway.
Unfortunate play by Davis, but lucky that Schmidt was paying attention, didn't roll in the goal. Corner kick here. Touch the ball, gonna try to drive in.
Again, taken away by the Saints D. They're going to call the half here. So at halftime, Saints 4, Bulldogs 0, 2 goals apiece from Levengood and Broussard. We'll be right back with you for the start of the second half.
from Broussard. Going to try to keep that lead throughout the next 40 minutes.
So it's Flood with the pass to Broussard. Norfolk needs to get some offense going if they want to come back from this already 4-goal deficit.
Yeah, one difficult thing for most teams to do that they struggle against the Saints, that when they try to get their offense going, try to get more players on that side of the field, that you have Levin go to Broussard that can always pull one out and get an easy goal when they're only being single or double covered.
So it's Thurston who has it. McTavish. Pass intercepted by Weed O'Hagan. O'Hagan, one of the guys that we almost never see come out for the Saints. The junior.
Yeah, O'Hagan, a really great player, along with Reese and Davis, 3 really big, strong players to back up this Saints defending group, especially Colin Reese, as you said. It's hard to see O'Hagan ever check out of off the field, but I don't think throughout all the games I've commentated, I don't think I've seen Reese check off of one. Center back, his job is usually to not let a single player or ball to go by him, and so far in today's game, he's done it just exactly that.
As Reese will kick this one. Meant for Levingood. Levingood trying to get past his man. Levingood with the ball. Ooh, taken away. Actually picked up by Collier. Hits a man. Levingood on the outside. Taken away. Kicked out of bounds by number 13, Jack Hall.
Levingood threaded the needle there on that pass. Wasn't really sure who he was going to, but went right to who had a chance, but deflected away by a Bulldog defender.
It's Levingood again. Heads it.
Saints gonna or
That kick is intercepted by Collier. Broussard with it. Oh, Broussard's tripped up.
That's the 3rd time I've seen him tripped up all game. This Bulldog team knows that if they let him get by him, he's probably going to have a goal. But it'll be a Saints free kick. Looks to be just right outside of the box. Unfortunate there for the Saints as if he was. But Levingood is going to try to curve this ball in. Get it past the Bulldog wall. Some good Saints cheering there going on in the student section. Haven't heard too much of that today. Don't really need to as we're up 4-0, I guess. But Levingood will take it here. We'll see if he decides to pass it over to somebody like Thurston or Bouchard or just take the shot himself. Curves it just a bit to the left. Roll out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick there. Heard some oohs and ahs from the crowd after watching the curve.
That kick.
Bridget Thurston. And finally out of bounds. Davis will pass it back to Reese. Gets back to Schmidt.
Let's play by Thurston to take this one away. Perfect pass to Johnson. Johnson gets tripped up there. Back to Collier, though. Collier's just going to hit it inside. Broussard has it. Open goal. No, it hits the crossbar. It was a great opportunity the Saints had. Broussard just couldn't finish on that one. Davis will kick this one in. Picked off immediately by the goalkeeper. And there seems to be a Norfolk defender trying to limp off the field. Can't quite make out who it is from here.
Looks to be number 23, James Hood, walking off, limping off the field. Seems to be fine though, which is always good to see.
Cooper will try to get this one away. Norfolk just playing keep it up here. Taken by Schmidt. Davis has to jump over him.
Schmidt gonna pump the ball now. Over to Bouchard, who will head it to Collier. Collier looking for Johnson. Johnson fighting for it. Finally gets the ball.
Ooh,
Gets it
Johnson,
past
nice
the defender.
move.
Good pass to Levingood, and Levingood kicks it right. Deflected by the goalie. Good save there. Saints will keep the ball, though. Look for another shot. Cooper with a bad touch there, trying to get around the defender for a cross, but taken away. Good interception there by Bridget Thurston. And O'Hagan with the throw in now.
Kicked out of bounds by Kevin Smedley. Playing some good defense on Cooper. So Hagan passes this one in for Broussard. But again, out of bounds. So Hagan will throw it in for the third time. And again, out of bounds.
Saints slowly moving the ball downfield.
So O'Hagan, the fourth time now. Throws it in for Flood. Back to Weed O'Hagan. Back to Flood. Flood trying to make something happen. Flood inside for Levingood. Picked off, though. Broussard. Ball's up in the air for the second, but corralled by Norfolk. See Bemis and Hale warming up on the sideline. So Norfolk with a chance now to get some offense going. Bridget Thurston just too good. Taking the ball away. That's Collier playing the defense. Gets that one away too. Johnson kicking that one away. Broussard trying to come in and stop it. Davis will just boot it out of bounds. Norfolk. So that's Flood now. Pass downfield for Broussard. Going to be kicked out by number 16, Aiden Dowd.
See if the Saints can get another goal here. Eli Beavis subbing on for Ben Cooper.
Ooh, nice kick. That was Kevin Smedley. So 10 minutes into the second half. Same score, 4-0 Saints. So Hagan's going to get ready to throw this one in. That one's for Broussard. Nice little tap to Bemis.
Bemis will try to get it up for Flood, but kicks it just a little bit too hard, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bulldogs.
Hale playing defense there. Gets that one off. Nice boot by Davis for Levingood. That one's going to go at the Saints bench.
And look for Coach Wood to start putting in some of his bench players that haven't seen the field yet. A little bit under 30 minutes left to play, and as long as the Saints don't let up a couple goals within the next 10 minutes, outcome should already be determined. Bulldogs with a chance here. Max Steingold tried to weave it through 3 defenders, but eventually kicked out of bounds. Asher Baum with the kick, trying to get it over to Steingold, but just a little bit too hard.
That's Reese. We'll kick it to Davis. Reese back to O'Hagan. Flood inside for Broussard. That one's going to go out. O'Hagan's going to throw this one in. That's for Broussard. Taken away by Norfolk.
O'Hagan not giving up, though. Gets it over to Reese.
It's Broussard on the outside. It's going to go out.
And a controversial call by the refs, but they'll rule it a goal kick.
So that one's booted towards midfield. Headed by Collier. Taken away. Oh, Flood falls down. Can't hold on to it. So Norfolk trying to get something going now. Oh, Davis, nice defense there, just taking it away. Kicking that one upfield. So Collier has it. Levingood has a chance.
Levingood outrunning the defender. Oh, but it hits the back of his foot and just out of play. Knocked out of bounds. Good shot. Good chance there by the Saints, though. Really great kick up to Levingood. Hale will pass it into Flood. Flood looking for anybody. Penalty called there. Norfolk player seems a little bit agitated. 15 Asher Bum gets up there, though. Be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Number 16, Aiden Dowd, looking to take the kick.
Dowd kicks it in. It's taken off by O'Hagan. Norfolk gets it back. Again, booted away by Reese. And this one headed by O'Hagan again. That's Bemis. Collier. Ooh, nice pass. That's Hale. Hale going to cross it. Inside Levingood, no. Hits his head. Goes out. Still a nice possession by the Saints.
In almost every aspect of the game, Saints so far seem like they've been in charge of it so far. Really impressive playing by the St. Christopher's and Coach Wood to get these players prepared for this hugely important game.
Well, most of the players I've talked to this week know that quarterfinals haven't been their strongest game of the playoffs, but seems like they've reversed that today. Already up 4-0.
And that's Nate Broughton there, the freshman, the only freshman on the Saints team, getting some good playing time in the state tournament. It'll be a throw in here. Smedley going to take it. Some confusion now. Smedley going to run off.
Something to note, the rest of the state tournament will be played at City Stadium this year instead of Sports Backers, as it has been played in the past. City Stadium, the Kicker Stadium. So a little change. Saints look like they're going to come away with this one, so they'll be playing in the semifinals this Wednesday, November 7th at City Stadium. Either 5:30 or 7:30. Broughton pass to Collier.
Collier with a good pass there. Be tipped by number 19, Meade Pruden, out of bounds. Broughton take the throw in now. Bemis and Collier with some nice touches. Flood kicks it just a little bit too hard. Be the Bulldogs' ball now. Number 3, James Coleman with the ball. Getting harassed by Nick Washington at the moment. Finally gets it away. Good interception by Levingood there, yeah.
Levingood trying to get something going. Gonna be kicked out.
O'Hagan looking to take the throw in now. Flood being pushed by a Norfolk defender. Nicholson with a good header there. Hale's going to have a chance to cross it. Good header to bat it away there by Pruden. And the Bulldogs will have a fast break now, 3-on-3.
It's McTavish. Pass outside, meant for Ramirez.
Pruden going to look for a cross now. Gets it over to a player, but taken away by the Saints team.
Demas pass up for Nicholson. Ooh. Nicholson going to try and save it. It'll go out. So it'll be Bemis to throw in. That one's to Broughton. Broughton inside for Farley. Collier gets a hold of it. Ooh, Collier. Shot goes out.
Be a goal kick for the Bulldogs now. whistle blown. Called against the Saints. Good kick there by Collier to get to the other side of the field. Farley and Nicholson had it there. Hale with a nice high cross. Bemis with the rebound. Oh, and a really nice kick to the goal. Looked like it was going to fall in there, but good tip by the goalie. Let it go out of bounds. Really great play there by Bemis. Bemis will take the corner as well.
Corner from Bemis. Trying to get it to Nicholson, but taken away. O'Hagan gets it back, though. Fighting for the ball. Norfolk gets it. Ooh, pass a little bit too far for Ramirez, and Reese is going to get on top of that one. Just kick it back to Schmidt. Hale trying to get something going. Pass upfield for Nicholson. Nicholson trying to get possession. He does. Nicholson inside, meant for Collier. Taken away.
Washington has a chance here. Try to pass it over to either Farley or Nicholson, but neither able to get to it. Hale with another cross. Hale will get it back. Lazy pass there to Flood. And Carter Schmidt runs 30 yards out of the goal. A little risky play there, but able to get the ball away, and everything's all good. Washington has the ball now. Look to take a shot. Ooh, and good slide tackle there by number 16, Aiden Dowd. Good takeaway by Collier. Bemis has the ball now. Passes it back to Broughton. Get it back to Reese. Reese going to look to find the open man. Has plenty of time. Nobody really attacking him. Good pass by Broughton.
Washington out to Bemis. Bemis cross. Going to go over.
And the Saints subbing on a variety of players, including Bo O'Connor, Ben Cooper, and Alex Johnson. Ben Cooper is first time subbing on in today's game. O'Connor Sr. doesn't get much playing time, but really a strong player.
Okay, that's Weed O'Hagan kicking it out. Dynamic striker group in Nicholson and O'Connor. That's Johnson. Could be knocked away, but picked up by McCormick.
McCormick going to go back to O'Hagan and to Reese. Saints just passing the ball around. Ooh. Bad touch there by McCormick, and it'll be taken away. Robert Walmsley with the easy save. Walmsley finally subbing in for Schmidt with a little bit less than 15 minutes left to play.
That one's upfield, meant for Nicholson.
Nicholson showing off his wheels.
Oh, he gets it. Taken away, though.
Nicholson, probably the fastest player on this team, can run by almost anybody when he needs to. A great player to have on the bench when you need him. Bulldogs will try to get it up to 25. Williams, oh, is that 25? Not too sure. That was 26, actually.
Oh.
Charles Frazier.
It's hard. It's Walmsley in a goal now as he kicks it to O'Hagan.
Ben Cooper wide open towards the right side of the field, but
Ooh.
nobody sees him.
This one for O'Connor. Can't
O'Connor,
get there in time.
yeah, O'Connor usually plays like a little bit of defense on the left side, but good, little strange to see him play an attack on the right side as he is left-footed, but we'll see if he can get anything going and try to get a goal with the last 12 minutes left to play.
He's amphibious with his feet.
Ambidextrous.
That means he uses both of his feet.
You were close. Amphibious, ambidextrous, same thing. Was he like a frog with his feet or something like that? Amphibious?
No, that means he uses both of his feet.
Ambidextrous.
Right, amphibious.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, this one will go out of bounds. Weed O'Hagan will come off. That one meant for Nicholson. It's the transfer student Alex Martin, junior from Spain.
Bulldogs ball now. 69 minutes played.
It's Washington in for Farley. Norfolk with it now. Reese tries to get it away, but Broughton's going to get on top of this. So pass was intended for Cicino, but can't get there.
Nate Broughton will take the throw in now. Around 10 minutes left to play. Doesn't seem to be too much that this Bulldogs team can do to stay alive in the state tournament. Looks like the Saints will be knocking them off and going to play in the semis on Wednesday.
That pass meant for Martin. Martin trying to get there. And he will. Gonna look to cross it, but now taken away. So that one up, taken by Reese. Norfolk back with it. And kicked out by Alec Davis. So about 10 minutes left in regulation. Saints, as you mentioned, have just dominated the entire game, both sides, scoring 4 goals. Really, Norfolk didn't even get a chance to get any offense going.
Yeah, you're right. Really proves to be really encouraging for the Saints squad to come into this state tournament and have a demanding win over this Bulldogs team. Will really up their confidence, as this is the only team that they were unable to beat in regular season play, and they came out by scoring 3 goals in the first and 1 in the second. Now Robert Walmsley with the goal kick.
So Saints next week are they going to be playing the winner of Paul VI and Cape Henry Collegiate. Lost to Cape Henry Collegiate last year in the final. We're almost lost here on Knowles Field to Paul VI. So either way, it's going to be a tough matchup for them.
Yeah, both teams the Saints have played so far in the season, beaten both, but both have been really tough games. Haven't been gimmies like this one has for the Saints, and so we'll see how they do, especially when they're not on their home turf anymore. They'll be playing at, like you said, City Stadium. That'll be their first time playing there as well, so it'll be a different environment for both teams. See what happens there on Wednesday. Be sure to tune out to our broadcast.
Walmsley kicks this one. So that one's going to roll out.
Bulldogs with a chance here. Good kick, but it'll be headed away. Number 23, James Hood with the ball now, getting harassed by Noah Nicholson. Some good playing there by the Bulldogs. Try to get a cross in, but no. Denied by Weedo Hagan.
So this Wednesday on the call will be William McDermott and Liam Nolan. Both our camera and CPU men today. Norfolk just can't get anything going here still. Big tussle for the ball.
That'll be a goal kick for Walmsley. Walmsley raising the roof. Kick it up to Washington.
Just taken away by, taken away from Farley. McCormick gets it back after the tip by Washington. As McCormick's just pushed.
And if the game wasn't already out of reach, I'd be asking for a card there. Really unnecessary.
Norfolk maybe a little frustrated.
Yeah, definitely. I would be as well, especially these seniors. This will be the last game they play for the Bulldogs team. Unfortunate it had to go like this, but Saints will move on, and our seniors will live to see another day on the soccer field.
So McCormick comes off for John Flood. O'Connor with the header there. It's going to go out. Nice kick. Norfolk perhaps with a chance.
Smedley has it now. Good kick trying to get it over to Wakeman.
Flood just kicks it away. Good decision. Ooh, it's Bo O'Connor trying to get in there. And that kick will just go out.
Just under 5 minutes left to play. Austin Ford is subbed in for the Saints, playing on the right side here at the midfield.
We played JJV soccer with him.
Yes, we did. Always good to see a player progress like that. A lot of times, JJV soccer players don't really end up on varsity, but he really stuck through it and was able to triumph and get some playing time in a state tournament.
Didn't really work out for us.
You're right. It didn't.
I mean, I could have made it, but injuries.
Well,
Yeah.
Most improved player.
Wasn't really that hard. Anyway, Martine will kick it to O'Connor. That one's going to go out. Kicked out of bounds by Norfolk. Davis going to get to it. That one will go out as well.
Strong throw in there by Davis. Good plan by Smedley. Not giving up on the game even though they're down 4-0 with 3 minutes left, but good tap by Broughton. Good interception by O'Connor. Nicholson going to show off his wheels now.
Trying to get to it, but that'll go out.
Jack Hall seemed a little scared by hearing Nicholson run up behind him. Just kicked it out of bounds. Be a corner. 2 minutes left to play. Quite possibly the last chance for the Saints team to score. Don't really need one, but they'll take it if it's there, that's for sure.
This is going to be Ford with it.
Ford
Picked up.
tried to get it to Farley. And it'll be picked up by the goalie, but ref stops the play a bit. Giving the goalie a little talk. Seems a little agitated here.
Kind of confused on what happened.
Me as well, but doesn't matter too much. Under a minute left to play now.
Farley heads it for O'Connor. Blowing the whistle again. This will be a kick for Norfolk.
Dowd kicks it up. Bulldogs had a chance there, but picked up by Walmsley.
Pass to Martine.
Martine's going to have a chance to cross it here. Saints going to have another corner. Clock goes over 80 minutes. Nick Washington will take it. This will quite possibly be the last possession for the Saints.
That one inside. Nicholson just throwing it up. Oh, it's the crossbar. Farley trying to get something going, but
And this
that was
crowd
close.
really tried to get another goal on the Saints, but Saints fine with letting it go out.
Brought inside for Nicholson. Oh, picked up by the goalkeeper. Saints had a shot there.
Ref's going to keep the clock running for now. Maybe see if the Bulldogs can get anything going, and if not, they'll call the game.
And they're going to call it there. It's The Saints defeat Norfolk Academy Bulldogs 4-0 and advance in the VISAA state tournament. Going to play in the semifinals this Wednesday at City Stadium against either Paul VI or Cape Henry Collegiate. So a big improvement from the 0-0 tie the last time these teams met. Sammy, what did you see today that you loved?
I just love that the tenacity the Saints team started with, scoring 2 goals within the first 15 minutes. Really came out here to prove something to themselves and to everyone else. But overall, just a great showing by the Saints, especially Broussard and Levingood, scoring 2 goals each. But I've been Sammy Henneke on the call. Join me is Wes Featherstone, along with Liam Nolan and William McDermott. It's been great to have you, and we will see you on Wednesday.